All right, hi Blue Hawk fans. I'm here with Michelle Orton for your on-campus interview. Michelle, I'll have you introduce yourself.
My name is Michelle Orton, and I am the new TRHLP director at Dickinson State.
So what's your attitude stepping into that new role?
My attitude is excitement. I'm really looking forward to meeting all 77. We have 77 in the program. It's a lot to take on when you're new yourself, but I really look forward to the whole idea of the program, leadership skills and community involvement. I have a lot of experience in that. So for me, the opportunity to teach others, be a part of that, that's probably what excites me the most.
Yeah. And you were previously a coach in Nebraska, so you were experienced life on a college campus, but how is it different now being a professor and the director of the TR program?
I think the only difference is that it's been years and years since I've been on a college campus. I've had the opportunity to be in other professions, but I think education has always had my heart, and I think to be back on campus and no coaching involved, I don't have a sport to coach, but I feel the TR program is very similar to that in the sense that you have 77 scholars that you're responsible for, and the potential growth with the program. I think my experience of the college setting from years ago is something I can use. That experience will help me now.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so what impact do you see yourself leaving on the TR program?
I think the first thing is, I mentioned earlier, my involvement with community service projects, boards. I've been on the Best Friends Mentoring Program, or a part of that program, for almost 10 years. I have served the Dickinson Public School Board on that board for, this will be year 7 now. And I think when you think of, I think of TR, Theodore Roosevelt, and the program, and how the program was designed to really embody what he was all about. And you think of, he had great leadership skills. His work ethic was unbelievable, and I think his mentality as far as service, community service, helping others before self, all of that is what the TR program is about. And I feel that my experience as far as being involved in the community is a great asset. I think that is something I can bring in and help the 77 scholars in moving forward even more. The importance of giving back to your community and being a part of it in that sense.
Yeah, for sure. And do you have any other goals that you haven't mentioned for the TR program this year or in the coming years?
Not specifically set goals yet because I'm still learning, but I do love the idea of the changes we've made for this year as far as there's 5 entities in the community that our TR scholars are going to be a part of, and I'm excited about that, to make those connections, connect the scholars to these entities, and be out in the community, making those connections, helping people understanding, really promoting the TR program and what we're about. That, to me, is definitely one of the biggest goals for this year.
Yeah, for sure. And we ask this every interview, so what does being a Blue Hawk mean to you?
Oh goodness, I think the first thing that pops into my head, honestly, is community and family. And I say that Ty and I have been here 17 years now, so it's been an integral part of our lives. Our 2 boys, all they've known is Blue Hawks, all they've known is DSU since they were little, running around in the gym. And so to me, I really do. I think of family, community, and grit. Those are words that come into my mind when you're asked, what does it mean to be a Blue Hawk?
Yeah. All right, Michelle, well, thank you so much for this interview. I'm really excited to see where the TR program goes. And after this quick break, we will be in studio with Xander.
What's up, Blue Hawk fans? Welcome back to Hawk Talk. I'm your in-studio host, Xander Beeson, and today I'm joined by a very special guest. I'll let you introduce yourself and where you're from.
Hi, my name's Lizzy Widmer. I'm from New Rockford, North Dakota, and I run cross country and track and field for Dickinson State.
Very awesome. How long have you been running cross country just at DSU? How long have you been at DSU running cross country and track?
So kind of like a backwards way like around it. When I first came to Dickinson, I actually like was signed and everything to run cross, but my senior year of high school, I actually ended up breaking a bone in my foot.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I tried like the first month to run cross, but I couldn't because my like obviously the bone in my foot was broke, and they were like trying to heal it, but didn't work out. So I ended up getting surgery to get that bone removed from my foot, and then after that, I didn't run track and field for 2 years.
Okay.
So technically my junior year, but my sophomore year nursing, I walked on to the track and field team. So, and then I ended up doing really well. So then I was fortunate enough to earn a scholarship that next year. And then I didn't do cross that year yet. Coach wanted me to, but I decided not to because I had ran it in high school. And then finally, my junior year of nursing, Coach Whitcup, which actually last year, he talked me into, or not my junior year, well, last year, I ended up running cross country for my first time ever, and now I came back this year for my second year of cross, but I ran 3 years of track.
Okay, so going back, when did you actually first start cross country? Like in high school, or was it middle school? When did you actually start running?
I started running my 8th grade year.
And how did you get into that? You were just woke up one day like, I could bust out 15 miles right now if I really wanted to. Because I know, just from someone that knows you, you love running. Just from you, because you ran that 5K in Deadwood.
Yeah.
I see you post all the time about different things you do over the summer. So how did you get into, what made you want to be a runner?
Well, I hadn't really given it much thought, but like one day I kind of just started running because I wanted to like kind of get more in shape. And then I kind of started like seeing like my friends in middle school, they were doing cross country because you can start 7th grade, at least in New Rockford. They don't really have like any younger running clubs. That's not really a thing. So I finally, like my 8th grade year, I was like, okay, I'm gonna give this a shot. And then I did it, and cross country is just like more of like a family environment because it's a very small group of people, and they it's like a lot of fun. So I grew to love that sport. Track I've always maybe done a little bit better in, but like the family aspect in just like your cross team is something I've never experienced before.
And Tim Daniel is going to be really happy I asked this question. He always talks about it in a Tim Daniel class. Can you explain the runner's high? I'm sure you've heard of that, where you just get to that certain point. I'll let you explain it, actually. To the way you feel it, the way you feel it is.
The way I feel it? Okay. One thing about runner's high, it's like it doesn't happen like a lot, or as much as you'd like it to. It maybe happens 20% of the time, but like when it happens, it's like you can just keep running forever. You feel really great about yourself. You feel strong, like the endorphins. You just feel like you could like kind of do anything. You feel like it's gonna be a good day. It's kind of one of the reasons why I keep going back, like, and keep doing what I do, because running keeps you in shape, and then it also is a great way to clear your head. And like, maybe 50% of your runs are gonna be hard, but then there's that other 50% where you feel maybe good and you feel like you can do it. And with anything, there's good and there's bad, you know? Yeah.
So we talked a little bit before this. You guys just had your meet in Medora. You have one coming up in Jamestown. They won't see this till after the Jamestown one. But can you just talk to me a little bit about that, how that Medora meet went for you and for the team, and kind of other expectations or what you're excited for the rest of the season? And I can go into track as well, because cross country, you go right into indoor, then right into outdoor, right?
Yes.
Okay.
One after the other. Well, this was like the first time we'd ever ran like in Medora before, and even last year we didn't even have a meet in Dickinson, so it was nice to kind of like bring people back to Dickinson because they hadn't been here for a little bit. So some people from conference and like in our conference, and then people from like nearby areas. But it was really nice. This nice man, Wally, like let us run it out on his land, and like he created the course like literally right in the middle of Badlands. So you see like the big buttes and like
awesome.
yeah, it was really beautiful. And then there was like schools from like Spearfish came. Jamestown came, and then a few other schools. There were 6 teams in total. I think, at least on the women's side, I think a lot of us are still kind of trying to get into shape. So we're not trying to peak quite yet, because you don't want to peak until conference with cross country, and especially in like those first few starting meets, you don't want to push as hard as you can, because it's really hard to come back from that. So cross country is a little bit different than track in that aspect, because track is like you kind of push as hard as you can all the meets, and kind of just see what's going to happen. Where cross, you kind of have to be a little bit more mindful of how you're performing, because it's about longevity. And when you're running, like we run 6Ks, when you're running about 3.7 miles, I mean, that kind of wears you down, and then our long runs can be up to like 8 miles. But going back to the meet, I think our women's team put out like a really solid performance. And then on the men's side, Caleb Sarsland, he did amazing. He placed second at the meet for men, and he got North Star Runner of the Week. So
congratulations, Caleb. I think we actually have him scheduled to be on Hawk Talk to represent indoor track. So stay tuned for that episode.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, but he's like such a great runner, and he does such a great job with motivating the other guys on the team. And like the guys are so close. And then honestly, all our runners on the men's team did great. I mean, Hudson Atkinson, he came in right after Caleb, and then Will and all the other boys. So
shout out to them. All right, so our fun question for this interview: you get 24 hours to hide a paperclip from an expert level detective who has 1 week to look for it. So you have 24 hours to hide it. He gets 1 week to look for it. If he doesn't find it, you get $1 million. But if he does find it, you have to spend 1 year in jail. What's your game plan?
Oh gosh, put me on the spot. Let me try and think.
Talk me through.
Where would you hide yours?
I think. So there's always when I've asked some people this, they say, oh, I would just swallow it. But eventually you're going to digest that, and a really good detective is going to think he probably swallowed it. He's going to be checking every time you go to the bathroom. So I don't think I would do that. There's always like the needle in the haystack method. You just get a bunch of hay, put it somewhere where he might not even look, and just stack it all up on top of this paper clip. But I asked you the question. That might be mine. I might have more time to think about it. But 24 hours, I think, on a time crunch, I would do as most I can to just put as much stuff on top of it without making it too obvious. Because if he sees just a sack of stuff, he's like, it's probably under there. So, what is your game plan?
Okay. All right. I think so. My parents moved from New Rockford. They live in Bismarck now, and they have some acreage out there. So I think I would get one of those, like, it's like a hide-a-key, like a rock that's like a hide-a-key.
The fake rock,
yeah, like a fake rock. And I would just like go find like a tree like way out there, and like make sure I know what tree it is, and then I would like kind of make sure there was like other like natural rocks by it, and I'd put it in that rock pile.
That's very
I think
smart.
that's what I'd do.
That's a great. I never even thought about the fake rock. That's very good. But if you get a detective that's a no stone unturned, like quite literally no stone unturned kind of guy, he might find it. But I think it's a pretty solid plan.
I'm gonna give it my best shot.
Yeah, so. Obviously you have to. It's a year of your life is on the line. I think that was the first time someone's ever flipped one of my questions on me. So I wasn't ready for that, but I appreciate it. I think I overcame the adversity quite well. But
well, I needed time to think about it. So while you were talking, I was thinking. So I actually wasn't paying attention to you.
Nice. That's nice to hear. Last question. We ask this to everybody that comes on Hawk Talk. What does DSU mean to you?
Oh gosh. Probably super generic answer. Hear it all the time. Dickinson has been my home. I obviously it has. I mean, I'm a 6th-year senior doing a master's program after I finished my nursing degree just to run another year of cross, you know. I'm going to be done this fall. He wants me to come back for track, but I think I've overstayed my welcome.
Yeah, you might have.
But like this like community has always been so supportive of me, like not like just the coaches, the teachers, like, and the friends that I've gained, and like the people that I've gotten to know over the years here. Like, I kind of wonder sometimes, like, when I post on social media about like me being here, and like I just posted about our media day that we had. I bet people think in their back of their mind, like, God, how long has she been here?
I thought it when I saw it. I thought it when I saw it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, so there's that. But I really love it here. It's not too big for me. I've always loved like a smaller town, smaller community. I kind of get stressed out when there's too many people around me.
Yeah,
so
I get it. No, I get it.
I like it here. I like that the traffic's not bad. That's a dumb thing, but I get road rage, so I can't.
I get it. But yeah, so I appreciate you coming on. We'd be safe to assume this will be your last time ever on Hawk Talk. You've been on here before, but
it will be.
For your sake, we hope it's your last time. You're gonna go off and do amazing things and go save lives as a nurse somewhere. But we appreciate you coming on, and we'll see you guys next week. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Of course. You're going.
I'm here with 60 Seconds with President Orton. I am your host, Chris Kistler. I'm joined by, of course, President Orton. All we're going to do is we're going to ask him a question, and he has 60 seconds to answer that question. What does it mean to be a Blue Hawk?
This is okay. 60 seconds. Being a Blue Hawk means that you get to understand and you get to know the people around you. You get to meet as many people as you can. You get to start the connections that you need to, and you are somebody when you're a Blue Hawk. You get to change lives. You get to do the little things. You get to do the major things, and you have to have the desire and the grit, I guess, if you will, to take a Detroit Lions term, to really make things happen. So to be a Blue Hawk means a lot to a lot of people, but I think it's all about making sure that your perseverance is there and you're learning to deal with a lot of things in life.
Great answer. Thank you, Mr. President.
There we go. What's up, everybody? My name is Xander Beeson, and I'm here with your DSU Weekly Sports Recap. Baseball split 2 home games against Jamestown last week, winning one, losing the other. Cross country went over to Jamestown for the Jimmy Invitational, where the women took 7th and the men took 4th, so congrats to them. And football, we battled through the windy 60-mile-an-hour wind conditions and took down Valley City against 19-6. Hey, no matter the score, we love to see the Hawks beat Valley. They're back on the road this week to play against the lesser DSU Dakota State in their brand new stadium, so hope to pull out a win there, and we'll see you guys next week. Hawks are up.